Alright, so I'm gonna be putting on a little pigtail here. So this is for when I could charge the battery, but also with this plug here, this is a heated vest. Well, in my case, it's a heated jacket liner plug. So I'm gonna put that in. So let's see, it does a 5 or 6 millimeter. Let me see. So nope, that's a 6 right there, so that doesn't fit. So that is a 5 millimeter. I need to take off some stickers here. Take off all these warning stickers and wear your helmet. Wear your helmet. There's also a braking sticker as well. ABS. It says this motorcycle is equipped with front wheel only ABS. So front wheel only, that's right. That's all you need really. Especially on a little bike like this. You don't need no dual ABS. Actually, none of. Oh no, I take that back. My my Super Cub has an ABS in the front as well, and the back doesn't. Let's see. I think you need these things are done with clips, so it's like you need to just push it forward or back. Can't see. I don't want to break any of the tabs. Let's see. Oh, it's just straight up. Okay, it's just straight up. So there's no no forward or backwards clips. So shit just pops straight up. So this side, left side's good. Right side's kind of hung up right here where the tank is. Well, actually, you know what? The back has tabs. Oh, this thing has a freaking. You can see that. Right here has a little button rivet. You know what I'm talking about? So you have to push the button in the middle. Yeah, I don't have anything small enough. You got anything small enough? Oh yeah, I do. A middle screwdriver. So push the button in the middle. So it's one of those plastic button rivets. Push it down in the middle, and that will clear it. And you can take it off. So let me show you how this works. So you see that I pushed it down in the middle, so that will clear this this thing, so that way you can actually squeeze in, right? Because if you have it leveled like that, you can't squeeze these. How it's flared out, you can't squeeze it in. But if it's pushed down, you can. But also when you put it back in, you actually have to leave it up like top, put it in, then you push it down so that way it's flush. Okay, so that's how you use these things. So, and the back does have a hook on the. So it's a tab that hooks like that, so you have to actually slide it forward. I think it's a hook. It looks like a hook to me, but yeah, it is a hook. Come on. I don't want to break it. I do not want to break it. I can see the hook. Slide forward. Oh, dude. Oh, that's why it doesn't slide forward. Because it's hung up. It is hung up. Damn it. How did they get this out? Oh, there it is. So we've got this side here. It's kind of hung up because it's a hook like that. So when I slid it forward to unhook it, what happens to this piece right here? There's another piece, that's underneath here. It actually caught on here, so it wouldn't let me slide all the way forward. So you have to slide it all the way forward until it hits that, then kind of angle it up. So you see, it's kind of smashed up right there already. At least I didn't break it, so that's good. That's the thing about these plastic covers. They break so easy, those little tabs and everything. So there's the mounting spot right there. I see the airbox, obviously the battery cover. Here's an extra spare fuse, I assume. Let's see. So these are the micro fuse. The micro fuses. They call them what do they call them? ATM micro, whatever. So there's one right there. for spare one, there's another spare spot which is empty. I think I'm gonna add something right there as well. You never know when you need a spare. So here's the diagnostic plug. So diagnostic plug. You can see what is this? Another fuse. I don't think this is the fuse box. I think the fuse box is somewhere else, but it's usually a fuse. Actually, underneath here there might be a fuse box, but I don't know until I take it off. Let's see, what is this right here? This looks like some kind of something. I'm not sure what this is. Some kind of. You guys can't see it, but let's see. Let me see if I could. You see this little silver thing right here? I'm not sure what the hell that is. Let's see. Oops. So it has like two little cylinder things on the bottom here, so I'm not sure what this is. What is that? I could feel the plug on the back. I could feel the electrical plug on the back, so I don't know what the hell this is. Doesn't look like a typical regulator rectifier. Anyway, so that's what it looks like. The battery compartment. So what you need to do is there's two bolts, one right there and one on the top corner up over here. Right there, you see that right there? You take that out, then there's another rivet, a plastic rivet right here where you need to push it in the center. I think that's it. So let me do that. So take that rivet center out first. Oh, a screwdriver. So push in the center. Once the center is pushed in, you could take it out. Like so. Alright. Then to put it back in, just go like that. Then you put it back in. So set that aside. Let's see, I need a 5mm there and 5mm here. Let me do the bottom one first. So the good thing about this is that it has a little bit more space than the Super Cub. The Super Cub, man, that thing was tight of space. There's like nothing, no space at all to run your pigtail. This one has a little bit of space, so it's not so bad. So these are like stainless bolts, so they probably are not magnetic. I don't think. I don't think these things are magnetic. Let me check real fast. Yeah, so these stainless bolts are not magnetic. So that means that's a 300 series bolt and not a 400 series. So basically what that boils down to is that the non-magnetic stainless stays stainless better than magnetic stainless. Alright, so that's off. This cover should come right off. There is this little fuse right here. It's like it says sub 10 amp. I guess that's sub means sub fuse, I guess, or sub something sub. So yeah, so there is so underneath this is a fuse box. I can see it. So let me see if I can undo this one right here real fast. See if it gets slides off or not. Nope, it's clipped in. It's definitely clipped in. Yeah, so that one's, so this is clipped in right here. Can't take it off. But anyways, right here there's a fuse box right here. You actually maybe so I could pop that out. So right there like that. So that, and let's see. Pop this off on that. There it goes. So there's your fuse. 10 amp, 10 amp. Well, actually, it even says you what's what here. So the 10 amp is the first 10 amp. This top one's the meter. This 10 amp right here is the 10 amp ABS sub. So ABS. And this one is 10 amp FI. So fuel injector. 25 amp. That's the main. This 10 amp here is a backup. Whatever the fuck that means. this bottom one is a ABS main, or ABS sub and ABS main. That's interesting. So this 15 over here is a spare, and this 25 is a spare. So there you go, and there's a little diode right here. So there you go. Like that. Pop that back in. So there's another spare. So I'm gonna add a spare here. I'm gonna add a 10 right here. So because most of these are 10s, so I'm gonna add another 10 over here, I think. So there's our battery, positive, negative side. Take that out so I can put in the pigtail. Take off the negative side first. Negative side should be off. So yeah, this is way more space than the Super Cub. The Super Cub, boy, that was work because it was so cramped. There was no space at all to work. So it's kind of cool having a ratcheting screwdriver, but at the same time, most of the time you don't need it, especially once it's loose. It's actually slower to use the ratchet than it is to just spin the whole thing real fast. Let's see what pigtail. So here's my pigtail. Actually, you know what? I need to see where I want to plug this in, or where I want to not plug it in, but where I want to mount it to. Actually, I think I have a spot, but I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna run it. I don't want to run it on the bottom because the wire will be right here and it'll rub. I don't like that. I'm trying to minimize that if you can. So I think I have a spot if I run it down along this crevice right here. Look at that. Along this crevice and coming out on the back side of here by the airbox. I think that would be good. Let's see if it actually fits. Hopefully I just squeeze it in there and it fits. I might have to remove this rivet right here. Let's see. Let's remove this rivet. Where's my keys? Let me pop up the seat real fast. So right here, I need to remove that rivet. So that's another one. Oh, this one's a little bit different. This one has this one's a shorty rivet. So just remember, I need to remember where the shorty one is. The other two were longer ones. So yeah, so there's enough space down here. So yeah, so I could just run this down here, like so. I need to figure out how far I want it to come out, or come in, I should say. Let's make it so that way it overhangs. Let's say it overhangs the on the bottom a little bit. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Fit this in like so. So where the bottom rivet mounts in there, if you go into the left side of that, it should be fine. There's plenty of space back there. Yeah, there's plenty of space back there. Actually, let me go on the right side, so that way the wire doesn't rub on the tank. So that way it doesn't, you know, again, it doesn't rub on the tank, so it doesn't rub the paint basically. And actually, on the other side of where this hole is the tank side, on the other side of this mount, it creates a little bit of friction, so that way it doesn't slide too easy. Well, it's still sliding, but it's a little bit more friction. So let's leave it there like that for now. I can button that up in a minute. Let's go back to this over here. Let's see. So I need to feed these ones. So red is positive, black is negative. So here's the positive side, negative side, like so. So I basically need to feed it from here, from the cover side. Otherwise, I would totally miss out on it. So this little red plastic thing, there's a little slut. I mean, slut. I mean a little slit right here. So you could use that to kind of feed the cable. That's cool. That makes it easy. So let's do that side first then. Yeah, here's a little slut. Here's a little slut. That's a Freudian slip right there, I guess. So what do they call it? Freudian slip. ratcheting. Oops. Ratcheting screwdriver. So that I could torque these down pretty firmly, because one of the most common problems that people ever have is the battery connection going loose. And when that happens, man, that gives you all kinds of electrical problems. And people are like, what's going on here? Why is it doing this? Why is it doing that? Well, dude, check if you have any kind of funny electrical problems. The first thing you should check is your battery connection. Most of the time, it's loose. So with modern bikes, they need a good battery to run properly. If you don't have good battery, they run out goofy. They run out goofy on you. Let's see, is that gonna fit? Just switch to the other side. I think that will fit. Well, no, it might not. It might actually. I think it's gonna hit the cover. It's right here. It's gonna hit the cover. I'm not sure you guys can see that, but the cable on this side over here, where my index finger is gonna hit the cover, I think. So let's place it on the other side. Place it around this side. That, so it doesn't hit the cover. Push it up a little bit right there, so it totally clears. So this one, I'm not sure if it's going to clear or not. This side should clear. Push it up like so. That side should clear. Let's see. Let's see what's getting hung up there. It feels like cable or something's getting hung up. So it's actually getting hung up over here on this cover on this side. Let's see. This side's okay. Yeah, it's all okay on this side. Just need to push it down. There we go. Push that down. Back in here. So this thing on the top has, or at least on the right side, has a little clip. Okay, so the battery cables, I knew it's kind of, I had a feeling that's going to happen. So the positive cable on this side right here is actually hung up on the side of the cover. Let's see if I wonder if I could put that on the other side. Possibly can. Let's see if I could squeeze this in. Oh man. Yeah, it's really being hung up right there. Yeah, it's too hung up. Nope. Okay, so it's basically just hung up on the left side right here. So I think if I put it on the other side, I might be able to squeeze it in and run the wire kind of like on top of the battery. So put it back around the other side, right on top right there, like so. shoot. Not okay. Run it so that way it's the cable clears and it goes on top, so it clears the cover. You just have to loop it back. So I'm running it so that way it's clearing the top of the battery, and hopefully I'm also clearing the top of the cover as well. So let's stick this back in and see if it works. Let's see, this thing is sort of covering it. Oh, that's good enough. Let's see. This bottom cover here. This one, move this over. Like so. Clean it out. Let's see. Oh, come on. Damn it. It's still in the way. I can feel it. Oh, wait a minute. It went in. Wait, no, it didn't go in very well. Yeah, it didn't go in very well. Nope, it's still hitting the cover. Damn it. Let's see. How could I put this in there without hitting the cover? Okay, that didn't work. Let's see what's gonna work here. That didn't work. Yeah, let's go from the bottom corner then. The bottom inside corner. Let's try that. Let's go from this bottom side like that. Man, I'm still gonna hit the cover, I think. I think I'm still gonna hit the cover. That's the thing when you first do something. You always gotta figure it out. It takes forever. So you gotta see that. So now it's towards the inside bottom corner. So hopefully that will clear everything. Let's see. The interesting thing about this, when they made this cover, anyways, that they made it so the way it's clear here, so the way you could you could access the terminals without having to take the cover off. So that's kind of cool. Damn, it still doesn't fit. I can feel it. I can feel that bulge. Damn it. Let's see. Okay, so I guess the only way I could do it is if I could bend it directly right where it's at. Yeah. So the cover is not right now. The cover is not sitting flat because of the bulge where this part right here is crimped. I wonder if I could just bend this thing right at the bottom right there. So basically, you know, I need to have it solid. Have it solid first so I could bend it. And then mount it back. So if I bend this like this, like that, but at the 6 o'clock position, place it in the 6 o'clock position. Hopefully it has clearance. I don't know if I have clearance to put it in there or not. I don't think I do. It doesn't look like I have clearance. I'm gonna have to do it on the maybe the 4 o'clock. Try it on this side on the 4 o'clock. Hopefully that will clear it. Okay. So now it's at the 4 o'clock position. Hopefully that clears it. I think. I hope. sort of clears, but it sort of doesn't. It's closer than every. Oh, I can still feel. This side's now poking out. There's nothing on the bottom except for a cable right here. Sure the cables come out properly. Oh. Okay, I think I have it. Feels much smoother now. Yeah, I think I got it. Okay, yep, I got it. It fits now. Whew. I was wrestling with that thing for a while, huh? Okay, so that fits. So let's put it back together then. Man, that was a lot of effort, huh? That was a lot of effort there. Let's see, let's put this back. So it's not really tightened in yet, so I don't want to do yet. I want to make sure everything's lined up properly first. Actually, you know what? This bottom one, I didn't even need to take this out. This bottom rivet, that one did not need to be removed. This bottom clip is actually not part of the cover. So this one is not part of the cover. It looks like it was, but it's not. So this one right here, that did not need to be removed. Here's my wrench. Okay, it's there. Let's figure out where I want to run this thing exactly. I'll probably run it, since it's extra long, I'm gonna run it around with this, whatever this thing is. I have no idea what this is right here. Let's run it off to the left side of the mount right here. So I want to put in a extra fuse, 10 amp fuse. I should have some more of these in my toolbox somewhere. And clip these ones in. So remember, this one is the short one, short stubby one over here on this side. This one over here is the short stubby one. That's the short stubby one. Make sure that hose lines up. See it lined up. Put it in there. Push it in. That's good. And you find a fuse and put the cover on. But anyways, so that's it. As far as the cable on this side here goes, I probably have to. It probably holds it like this, but I have to figure out how to tie it down. I think that's better. Or I might just leave it like that. Because if this is closed like this, and when I actually use it, I can just move this over and connect it to my jacket. If I don't use it, I can just leave it like here. It'll probably, you know, hit the. I think it's gonna hit the cover here, and probably, you know, over time it's probably gonna scratch it. And over time the wire in here is probably gonna scratch, so it doesn't really matter at that point, huh? So anyways, for now I'm just gonna leave it like that. If I do tie it, I don't see anything here to tie it to. I might just tie it around the snorkel right here. You know, loosely tie it around right here, so it doesn't bounce around too much. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do right there. This side is good. I don't have to touch this side. I think this side is fine. It's good like that. Again, I need to find a fuse to put the fuse in and pop the cover back in. All right, so that's it. I think this, oh whoa, this thing is getting 30 minutes. All right, so thanks for watching.